morning, good thanks, and you're welcome to this week's lap guide. So, back in the MX5 for the hot lap for round 6 of the W2W Championship. And here we are at Nordwand in the Swiss Alps. So, lovely track, very scenic, but we'll hop on board the MX5 and show you around this sharp little track. So it happens quickly here. So you're coming down the hill, you got the curbing there on the left. So hard on the brakes there. And what you want to do, or I like to do anyway with the MX5, is to downshift later if possible. So you keep the rear of the car steady. So down the third, don't go down the second until you're basically about to turn in. Down the first, down the second. Bit of a late apex for these hairpins. Keeping it right, you don't want to get too much on the throttle. No more than what I've done there. You want to keep it as far to the right as possible to open up this hairpin. Keeping that momentum up though. Down the first. And then you can just keep it in second here if you want here, helps with traction. But down the first, don't want to abuse the, or cut the corner too much here, because if you touch that grass on the left there, you will slide out the rear. But watch your traction, on throttle, first, second, third, and then as you hit the sector timing there, or as the man on the steward there on the left, thanks for your service, is there, hard on the brakes again. Late apex if you can. So down first, up in second, get rotation, keeping that mid-corner speed up. So it's probably half a car's width wide maybe. But then watch the inputs here, just a little dab of the brakes, just to get the nose start to come in. And then just nicely on the throttle, nicely on the throttle. Once you hit the apex, once you're through the dip and the car settles, then you can bring on the power. Careful of track limits here. And then you go across one of the bridges, and you come to what I probably think is actually the hardest corner on the track. So different ways to skin a cat, as they say here, but I use the pit arrow there on the road just ahead of the kilometre hours as my braking marker. But what I like to do is brake lighter, earlier, and straighter. So you're still keeping that momentum up, you're keeping the car steady, you don't want to lose the rear of the car here. So you'll lose a tenth or two here on the entry, but you'll gain it all back up the hill. So you're effectively following this yellow dotted line. And then once you know you got the rotation, start to bring on the throttle and late apex this corner, and you gain all that time you may have lost by doing a typical corner entry, but you'll gain it coming up the hill. And then here, in this little dip is with your turning point. You can get a little lift or two here through this corner. If you nail it perfectly, you can get it flat out, but you don't want to risk sliding this MX5. So safe here, little lift, on throttle, little lift again because I knew it was understeering a little bit more than what I wanted. Back on full throttle, all the way up to the hill, top of the hill. Effectively straight lining this, but as soon as you get into this part, the left kink, hard on the brakes, but I'm braking, you'll see I'm essentially going straight in a straight line up the hill here. So making it one big corner, so almost V'ing it. So you're going up, using all the track limits, don't be afraid to go up high here, and then tuck it in at the last little corner here. So in a second, and then I'll hit third right at this corner apex, and carry that speed. Be careful not to get track limits here on the left as well. And there we have it. So that's a 9-1. So hey, hopefully that helps. There's definitely potential maybe for another tenth or two. Again, if you slide it, take off the fuel, whatever, but hopefully that helps in the MX5 for this week. And yeah, as always, appreciate if you could give the video a like for the page. And yeah, enjoy this weekend. And I'll do the usual lap without me talking now. So yeah, have fun. Cheers.